Hi, my name is Debbie Ducic with GutZy Women. One of the biggest questions I get asked most of the time is just what exactly is GutZy Women? What we do is we help entrepreneurial women, fundraisers, and brave men get over the fear and the frustration of technology, multimedia, and online marketing to really help them be successful in their endeavors, in their businesses, in their fundraising efforts. And what makes us different? And why GutZy Women? Well, it's all about getting over the fear. And how do you do that? How do you start to get over the fear of something? And why do we even have that fear in the first place? You know, the younger kids these days, they're brought up around computers and they're taught how from the time that they're 3 years old really to type, to work with the computer, they're just technologically savvy and they don't think anything about it. But what I run across is as we get older, when we get into the older generations, as I'm in, there's a lot of fear out there, and what happens is it really keeps people from being the best that they can be. Sometimes they're thrown into their jobs and they have to work on a computer and they don't know what to do. They're not really given the training and the education, or they start their own business. And then they realize that they're not using technology like everybody else is in their business, and they're not keeping up with the competition. So, voila, GutZy Women was born. And so that's what we do, and that's what makes us different. What we do to get rid of the fear, of course, is fear is sort of a darkness. So we bring the darkness into the light, and you do that with education. So we're starting with education, which is why a lot of the different things that you'll see on my website and in these videos is starting out pretty basic. Now, we won't remain basic. We will help you learn and go up in, it's for newbies right now, it's for intermediates. Even if you are an expert, there's a lot to learn here, but I just want to make everybody comfortable so that we can get started with that. Now, there are different ways to learn. A lot of people learn just by reading and by doing research on the internet or reading books or whatever, and that's great. But some people really need to just be talked to, to listen to somebody, so you've got audio and video, and so we really have tried to hit all the different ways that you can learn, and that's another thing that makes us different. And we hope that you find some venue within GutZy Women that will make it comfortable for you to learn. Now, we like to learn by stories. So I'm going to compare this to sort of you raising a family. When you decide to get married and you decide to have a family, you didn't really go to college and take classes and get a degree on parenting, did you? Well, it's sort of the same thing with technology. Most of us have not gone to college and taken the classes and gotten the traditional education in technology that some other people have, and as the younger folks are. So let's compare it to that. So you're going to raise a family. Here you're raising kids. And the fear sets in. Oh my God, it's a little baby. Am I going to hurt it? Am I going to do it right? Are they going to turn out okay? And you just sort of wing it and you do the best that you can. And then frustration sets in, right? Because sometimes you don't do things right. Sometimes you really screw something up, or maybe somebody told you that something was going to work a certain way and it doesn't. So now you're getting really frustrated. Well, that happens in technology too, right? Especially with all the new Web 2.0 and all that kind of stuff. So what would you do if you were in a family situation? Or let's say that you had just gotten married and you know, honeymoon time and everything's great, but then all of a sudden the relationship starts changing. So when you experience the frustration, what do? Normally, a lot of times you'd get on the internet and you'd do research, or you'd get some books and you'd do research, and you'd use that information to try to help you be better at what you do. Sometimes that doesn't work. Sometimes you need somebody there. So if you need somebody to help you along, what do? You would go and you would find a person that is knowledgeable, that you can trust, and that is willing to teach you and help you be better and learn all of the techniques and all of the strategies that you need to be successful in your marriage or to be successful in parenting. Well, that's exactly where GutZy Women comes in. We can help from the time that you're just doing your research, because you can have one place to come for most of the information that you'd need, and that's GutZyWomen.com, or Debbie Ducic, the blog, which I'll be talking about later, DebbieDucic.com. Now, the next level is, once you've read all that kind of stuff, now you can use GutZy Women and the women who are involved in that as experts that you can trust to guide you through some counseling and those kind of things. So I hope that whole story helps you really realize what is GutZy Women, and we will be back with all kinds of great information on these videos and in our websites. Thank you very much, and I hope you join us.